Good morning, everyone. I'm just here to do a quick little video and get it on recording of a dream I had last night. And this is just really more for me. If you get something out of it, that's good. But I want to remember this dream because of the mindset and the attitude that I was in last night before I went to sleep. So today's date is the 16th of July 2023. So last night, the night of the 15th, I was going to sleep last night and my spirit was troubled and my mind was troubled. And I was just thinking in my mind as I went to sleep, I was like kind of feeling these feelings of like kind of like depression, defeat, discouragement concerning where we are in the world today, where we are politically, where we are as a nation, and where Israel is as a nation, and where Christians are as believers. And, I was having feelings for our president, Donald Trump, and how he's been treated, and how the government is just making these crazy decisions with the current administration, the Biden administration. And so all these things are just kind of going on in my spirit, and I have an unease inside me of things globally, things in the nations. I've been reading a lot of Isaiah. I've been reading things that are disturbing, to say the least. I'm like, Lord, I pray the things I'm reading in Isaiah happens far, far into the future. But I honestly swear, I believe some of these things, especially Ezekiel 37 and 38, could be coming to play real soon. I've just been watching, and I'm going to get to the dream here in just a second. I've been watching some news clips here and there, and one of the news clips I follow is called The Israeli Guys. It's just a little YouTube group of young men who live in Israel, and some of them are American men that live there and probably lived there most of their life, but they're American citizens also. And they run this kind of inside news channel on their blog, on their YouTube postings, just kind of giving you the inside news that the media is not telling you concerning what's going on with Israel and the surrounding enemies around them. And one of the most recent ones I saw was a posting that Lebanon is being groomed to go to war, an active war against the nation of Israel. And Hezbollah pretty much has taken over Lebanon. Lebanon has its own government, but Hezbollah's power and authority in it is stronger than the actual governmental leadership in the nation of Lebanon. And Lebanon is north of Tel Aviv. It's north of Israel along the Mediterranean seaboard there, and so that is one of the northern areas that border Israel, that continue going up the Mediterranean seaboard. That's Lebanon. And then you have Syria right next to them. Then you have Iran right next to them, and then you have Jordan, and you have the West Bank, which is right there encroaching in from the Iranian, Jordan, Syria side into the nation of Israel, literally into the heartland of Israel, what they call the West Bank. And I think the Gaza Strip is a little more down towards the southern western side border, an encroachment there. Just Israel being hemmed in just about on every side. And so I went to bed last night just thinking about these things. And I remember saying before I went to sleep last night, I was like, Lord, speak to me, encourage me, give me a dream, say something to me tonight. And I'm going to turn my music off because I want to kind of focus here on this. And so I got a dream last night. And I just finished journaling it. I just finished drawing the big image that I saw in it. And I'm going to share this dream with you right now because I want to re-listen to this dream myself. So in my dream last night, there was many dreams I was in last night, back and forth all over the place. One of those sporadic nights. I think I had a little bit too much caffeine yesterday from some tea, so I had a little hard time actually falling asleep last night. I probably didn't quite get into my deep sleep to probably around 10 or 11 last night. So this dream probably happened 12, 1, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, all through those hours, just back and forth. So I'm in my dream, and I'm just different situations, different scenarios, different groups of people, just all over the place. And I don't remember much about those things that were going on in my dream. But one thing was consistent in my dream throughout the whole night. There was some big event happening, and people were being pulled to it. It was mesmerizing, it was huge, and it was kept drawing people's attention. I remember trying to get people to say, hey, let's go over here, let's go over there. And they'd be like, oh, no, I'm going to go up here and check out this, what I thought was a big NASCAR race. People were being drawn, going to this big arena, and I thought they were going to a NASCAR race because it kind of was an open outdoor arena, and people were just being drawn to it. And what was unique about it is people that were participating in the races were wearing all blue suits, like jumpsuits, with a helmet on. I know I'm the worst artist ever, right? But wait till you see my arena drawing, right? So you would see these groups of people, 4 or 5 people, all in dressed blue jumpsuits with blue helmets on. You couldn't see their face, blue gloves on, blue shoes on, just the full works. And I'm like, this is kind of like what you would see with a pit crew, part of a NASCAR thing. So that's what I'm thinking, right? And so I finally, I'm trying to get people to come with me, and they're like, no, we're going to go and check this race. So I finally just followed them up, and I'm walking up this mountain, up this road, this hill, towards a higher peak of this mountain. And let me go ahead and just read to you what I saw in my dream that I journaled, and then I will show you again here the drawing of everything. So let me go ahead and just show you this drawing. Let me read the dream, and then the drawing will make more sense. Okay, so last night, I don't know what is about to unfold in the earth, but I went to bed last night hoping in my spirit that God would talk to me in my dreams, or just anything, just some encouragement, some kind of direction, some kind of foresight of what is coming, because we've had so many prophetic words. We've had so many things that are keeping us encouraged, but it seems like God is just patiently waiting, and there's nothing really happening right now. But then this was the dream that I got last night. So my dream was about a lot of stuff, which is, I'm kind of reiterating here, different things I can't fully remember, but there was one constant in the many dreams and places that I dreamed last night. Everyone was going to this big arena. It was a high elevated arena, big NASCAR style circle arena. I thought that because every time I saw a group of people going to it, they had these fully blue jumpsuits on with helmets. And this was kind of like, I used my blue marker because this was the color of blue that I saw. It wasn't a light blue. It wasn't like a powder puff blue. It was this kind of similar blue, almost a darker blue color. And they had jumps, they were kind of like a jumpsuit with helmets, as if you could join in what was going on. Finally, I followed a group of people, some with the blue suits on, mostly not, just regular people like me without their suits on. I didn't want to watch a NASCAR race, I was thinking. It was just not my thing. But when I got to the arena, and everyone kind of got to the arena near the top edge of the arena, And it wasn't like you entered in through the bottom and walked up to the seats. You came into the top and then walked down into the seats. It was kind of crazy. I got to the arena. Everyone entered in from the top of the arena and could look down. I saw no car racing going on, but different types of like these square like match areas, and these people in these blue suits were all in these different little, almost like a wrestling ring area, but there was no ropes, and they were doing this like battle royale, kind of like King of the Mountain kind of stuff, fighting one another. If you were in a blue suit, you could jump in there and you could slide down into the arena and you could join in these different fight groups. These different battle royale matches were going on in the bottom of the arena. I saw what looked like 5, 6, 7, or 8 different platforms. And people looked tiny way down there. All you could really see was the blue suits. So you were really highly elevated. The boxed area, the fighting would last until there was only one person standing in that one little mat area. You could be young or old, big or tall, male or female. It didn't matter. Once you put on the blue jumpsuit and the helmet and you slid down this big slide, like a big airplane escape slide, down into the arena, you could join in. This was a new world phenomenon, and everyone was captured by it. Anyone could be a part of it. This is a new thing. I didn't see people getting killed or anything, but all would fight each other until only one was remaining. There was fear, but there was also awe. It was real. You could get hurt. When someone you knew joined in, put on the blue suit and went down the slide into the arena, you would be amazed and you would kind of feel honored that, hey, I know someone that's doing this. You would feel honored because of their courage or their fearlessness. The arena was about 10 or 20 times bigger than any existing NASCAR arena today. It was highly elevated, like on a mountaintop, almost like a big round mountaintop crater area, but with like a set up arena with seats and high elevations. But it was even almost near the clouds, and you could see clouds close to the top of it. This thing was huge. And then that's the end of what I journaled. So now let's go ahead and just look at the picture. So I just drew this morning. This was people kind of coming up. There was a slide here you could slide down, but if you slid down the slide, you were pretty much in a blue suit and you were going down into these little different areas where people were fighting, these platform areas. You can see the clouds that were close by the arena. These little specks of pencil, those are like the size of us humans. Just goes to show you how big the thing was and how big we were. We were tiny compared to the size of this. These little red marks is like the mountain, side of the mountain that was going up. And the arena was like, so this thing was huge. And it was just mesmerizing. So I'm going to get a little closer just so you can see. And so I just kind of asked the Lord this morning, what was this dream about? And in my spirit, I'm kind of feeling that something's coming. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be huge. There's some kind of a battle royale, some kind of a fight, some kind of this giant thing. It wasn't a feeling of terror like you would get with war or nuclear war or something like that. This was kind of a feeling almost like, and I think the height of the arena and it being near the clouds, to me that symbolized this is something even above an earthly fight, even in the heavenly realm, in the high elevation realms. So, but this, everyone was captured by it. Everyone was mesmerized by it. And who got involved, there was almost like an honor, a fear, and a respect, an awe by it. Not like a military type of, draft. This was like you could choose to be a part of it, or you could choose just to spectate and watch. So that was kind of like my dream this morning. Something phenomenal's coming. It's huge. It's outerworldly. It's way beyond our comprehension, but it's capturing everybody. And the colors may symbolize something. The elevation may symbolize something. The outdoor arena may symbolize something. I'm not quite sure. But there's been a lot of things going on in my spirit, and I've just been praying to God for insight. So that's all I wanted to share this morning. So thanks for listening to All Might this morning and hearing the dream that I had. I'm encouraged by it just because of when I went to bed last night. My spirit was like, Lord, speak to me. Talk to me. Say something to me. And this is what came. So something huge, something that's going to capture the attention of the whole world. Every race, every people, every age, every gender. It's all going to be captured into this one big giant blue suit event, fight, battle royale. I'm not quite sure how that's going to unfold. Anyhow, I have to go to the restroom, so I'm going to leave now. God bless you. Thanks for having devotions with All Might.